qualified project manager. Some property management companies have these folks on staff and they can help you do it. Others don't. And if they don't, make sure they get one. You don't want somebody who's not qualified doing it. But such project managers can provide a lot of value. They can maintain your project schedule and timelines, make a lot of cumbersome and complicated coordination appear seamless and easy. Take a lot of weight off your shoulders. And they can provide some support with project financial management, including loan disbursements and accounts payable. Step 2, once the work is done, have a qualified technical expert go and review it. Make sure they can look and say, this was done to spec, this was not. Have them recommend remedial action where necessary and appropriate. And finally, long-term monitoring and savings. At the end of the first year after you implement a retrofitting project, have somebody like Brian come out and do an analysis that says, this is how much you saved, this is how much you would have used if you hadn't done anything, and this is how much energy you use now. And I recommend you do it every year. You might see 3 or 4 years out that your energy use spikes, and that might be an indication that something has failed, or that it's time to look at other options. Next slide, please. So, a couple of unique challenges, and I'll try to be quick here. I know Sarah talked about a lot of these. Understand your governing documents, understand what the authorities and limitations of all the parties are, the difference between association responsibility and individual unit owner responsibilities. I think that this point right here is the main reason why greening has been so slow to condos. It's been fast and furious and commercial, single-family residential, non-profit, government. It's been slow to condos particularly because we are such complicated entities. And this is really one thing that you can do to help break some of that complication down and make sure everyone's acting in line with what their authorities are. Number 2, as we all know, I think many of you here are on boards of directors. You guys are volunteers, you have day jobs, you're busy people, and you might not have technical expertise to be able to evaluate an engineering plan, but I guarantee you someone in your building has time, interest, and expertise. Get their help. Form a green team, form a green committee, give them some responsibility to go out and gather information and make recommendations to you. But remember that as a board member, while you can delegate these types of responsibilities, you can't delegate your decision-making authority, nor can you delegate your responsibility for the outcome of the work. So you do need to keep your head in the game and do your homework. Number 3, community buy-in, absolutely essential. I've tried to stress a collaborative approach is a great idea. Conduct it before, during, and after, and also provide some resident education to address issues of behavior change. Like I said, I can't force you to close your window while you're running your heater full blast all winter long, but I can tell you and I can educate you as to why you're costing your neighbors money and why they might not appreciate it. And maybe that'll get you to change your behavior. Number 4, additional training. Consider that if you put in a fancy new energy management system in your boiler room and your engineer or building operator doesn't know how to use it, it is effectively worthless. Keep that in mind. PEPCO, their C&I program, will pay for 80% of the courses up to $1,000. Montgomery County is working hard with Montgomery Works and Montgomery College to develop training programs for building operators and building engineers. They had a great meeting here about that last month. And manufacturers often provide training. Take advantage of it, especially if it's free. Don't be afraid to let your engineer off of work for a day to go attend one of these classes. Think of it as an investment. Last point, property management companies, we're in a unique position here to spearhead action and provide value-added support. But remember, not all property management companies have the expertise to do this. So talk to your management company. If they don't have the right skill set to get the job done, make sure that you or they hire someone who does. I think that's all from me. I want to thank you all for your time, and I really look forward to your questions. Thank you.
Okay, we've set the stage, and now we're going to hear some real-life examples.